Oh wait, no, this gotta be a little higher still.
You know she doesn't have
And let me just make sure it's focused
wants
on
to go
my
like this.
face and my big nose. What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to another episode of Flight for Hype. That's right, baby, where we talk sneakers, right, man? It's your boy, two letters, CJ, dropping another video for you guys. Now, before we get into this very exciting topic, as you can see in the description below, I just gotta say thank you to everybody who's been rocking with us. Today marks the 28th day of our 28-day challenge, where me and my boy Jordan dropped a video every single day for the last 28 days, in, I guess, reference to the lockdown that's happening here in Toronto. So for the last 28 days, me and my boy Jordan have been working our butts off, dropping content every day, being in communication every day, like, okay, what are you dropping today? Do you have anything today? And my boy Jordan's been doing an amazing job on his end. He's been doing, like, you know, battles with Sneaker Talk. You know, he's got Tom Stefanik on our channel. We've done a lot of amazing collaborations with our boy Danny Moore. Y'all can check him out as well too. So it's been a really dope, you know, past month, and I just love all the support that I've been getting, that we've been getting, and we just got to continue pushing our way through it. Now that I'm all done talking, before we get into my top 5 tips of how you can start your own sneaker YouTube channel, you know what we do here, pre-recording turn up. Let's jump into it.
She my dog, it's a starting
Alright guys, thank you so much for coming and kicking it with your boy, man. Once again, you guys have been nothing but amazing when it comes to all of my videos. I definitely appreciate it. Like I was saying in the beginning, man, this is the 28th day of our 28-day challenge. We have dropped a video every single day for the last 28 days, and honestly, it's been exciting, man. We've done a lot of collabs. We've had a lot of people collab with us on our video. Shout out to Sneaker Talk and Tom Stefanik, who have both been featured on Flight for Hype and vice versa. My boy Jordan's been making like amazing connections down there in Toronto, so definitely shouts out to him. And also over here on my end, like, it's just been like every day, it's just been like, okay, what am I talking about today? What am I creating today? And some days it's more harder than others, but what I've realized when it comes to, and I'll elaborate a little bit more when I get into my top 5, there is always something to talk about when it comes to the sneaker world. It is changing every day, it is growing every day, and there are new collabs and new drops every single day. So without further ado, let's jump into CJ's top 5 tips on how you can start your own sneaker YouTube channel. Let's get into it. Alright guys, coming in at my number 1 tip, and this is the most important tip. My number 1, just get started. You know, we watch a lot of YouTube videos of other people who have like amazing camera setup. Their whole like vibe and whole like visual aesthetic is on point. But understand, it took them time to get there. It took them time to build to that point and understand exactly how they should shoot and how they shouldn't shoot. Just take a look at one of my very first reviews on these Nike Air Blazers, and you could see what I'm talking about. Like, I'm literally like, you know, 6 feet away from my camera, like it has the virus, and like speaking super robotically, and like it's like a 17-minute review. Like, it's super crazy, but you know, if I didn't make that video, I would not have grown to the YouTuber that I am today, and I would not have learned a lot of things. You know, I still get a lot of tips from my boy Prince, from my boy Jordan every day when I make a video. They're like, oh, you know, you could change this, you could change that, and you got to be humble at those points and really taking that information, because those guys know what they're talking about, they know what they're doing. So I definitely appreciate, you know, all their love and their advice. But from me to you guys, you know, just get started. You know, you don't need a fancy $1,400 camera. You don't need nothing like that. You can use your phone camera. You can use your girlfriend's camera. You can use your mother's, your father's, your sister, your daughter's, whoever has a phone camera in the vicinity. You can just throw it on a tripod or throw it on a table and just start speaking about sneakers. So getting started is, you know, it's usually the hardest thing, but it's the one thing that you have to do in order to really grow. Now, my second part in terms of getting started is make your first sneaker review. Like I was saying, these are my very first sneaker reviews. The Nike Air Jordan, see what I mean? The Nike Blazer Mid 77s, and I spoke on these sneakers, and it was super fun, but it was my first one, and I was talking super weird and like robotic and everything like that. But if I didn't make my first review, then I would not have gotten better at it. So, you know, talk about the sneaker. You don't need to break it down in terms of material and get into as much as this, that, and third. You'll build to that, you'll grow to that, but in order to grow to that, you have to do and make your first review. So I don't care, take your runners that you had the past 7 years, talk about them. Take your slippers that you wear to go to bed, talk about them. Take your daughter's shoes that just got bought for Christmas, talk about them. Talk about the sneaker that you want to talk about and just get it out there. Once you get past that, you'll build to the YouTuber that you want to be. Alright guys, my number 2 tip in terms of how to start your own sneaker YouTube channel is know the market. This goes almost without saying. You have to know what it is you're talking about. You have to know, if you're going to speak on a sneaker, know about the sneaker. Do a little bit of research. Use Google, use Yahoo, use whatever search engine or search tools that are out there for you to, engross yourself on the shoe that you're talking about. A lot of the people that watch, Flight for Hype, they are other sneaker YouTubers or sneaker enthusiasts, so they know about the sneaker we're talking about. They have their own, ideas and, I guess their own opinions about the sneaker, but they come to us and they want to watch us because they want to hear what we have to say about it. And if we say something that has no facts behind it, or that is false, or that there's no truth behind it, now we lose, that trust between, us and our viewers. So knowing the market is a key element in terms of how you can really grow your YouTube channel. And speaking of how to grow your YouTube channel, I guess this is like tip 2.0 right here, but collaborations are huge in terms of growing your audience and growing your viewership. If it's just you in the beginning, that's fine, but you also want to collab with other like-minded people that can help you grow your channel and grow your audience. This is one way for, let's say you're collabing with Flight for Hype, for instance. Our followers, our watchers get to see you, and vice versa. Your followers, your watchers get to see us, and we can both win in that exchange there. So make sure, it's an exchange and it's a collab that you guys are both winning at. If you're putting in all the money for promo, if you're putting in the money for the sneakers all by yourself and you're just throwing somebody on, then that's a bit of a handout. If you're gonna do a sneaker giveaway with somebody else, you guys should both go 50-50 with the sneaker, do the giveaway, do the whole, follow each other, like link in bio type of thing, and follow the regular, giveaway blueprint, I guess that there is to say. So collabs are a huge thing. One of the best ways to know the market when it comes to sneaker YouTubing is watching other YouTubers, doing exactly what you're doing right now. Watch other YouTubers on how they talk about the sneaker, how they break down the sneaker, and what makes them very successful. There are so many successful sneaker YouTuber channels on YouTube, it's crazy. And in the beginning, I used to watch them all, you know what I mean? I used to get up in the morning and just watch a bunch of sneaker YouTubers talking about sneakers that I wanted, or talking about certain topics that I was interested in. And you start to understand that there is kind of a sneaker lingo, to say the least, in the community. There's certain things that are said, there's certain terms and words that are used that everybody will understand when you say them. Now this does take time to catch on, but watching other people who are successful at it can only make you successful at it. Here's a little gem right there. Alright guys, coming in at number 3, don't feel pressured to have a whole bunch of sneakers, in your videos, in the background. I see a lot of dope sneaker YouTubers and their backgrounds are amazing. Like, they have like every pair, colorway, silhouette of Jordans, Yeezys, you name them, crazy collabs, they got them all, and I love it. But specifically talking to people that may not have a lot of sneakers in their collection, you don't have to have a bunch of sneakers in the background to talk about sneakers. I'm the perfect example. People still watch my videos, people still comment on my videos, love my videos, and I have no sneakers in my videos sometimes. And it goes to show that people, two things it shows. That one, people trust what I have to say. If people trust what you have to say, you almost don't really have to have the product, in and around the video. Yes, this might help you get, better views and stuff like that, which, I'll build to as well too, but you don't really need to do it right off the bat. Number 2, it shows that trust goes a very long way when it comes to building your audience and building your community around your YouTube channel. Don't feel pressured to be like, oh, I can't start my YouTube channel because I don't have 100 pairs of Jordans, or oh, I can't talk about Yeezys, I don't even have a pair of Yeezys. I talked about Yeezys before I had my 700s, guys. I talked about 350s before I had that 350. I talked about the Jordan 1 before I had the Jordan 1. You know what I mean? So don't feel pressured like you have to have these sneakers before you start your YouTube channel. It's all about getting out the right content at the right time in order to get into the YouTube algorithm, and we'll kind of get into that a little bit later. But yeah, my number 3 tip, don't feel pressured, guys. All right guys, this is a big one. My number 4 tip when it comes to how you can start your own sneaker YouTube channel is learn the YouTube algorithm. Say it again. Learn the YouTube algorithm. YouTube is a machine and it has an algorithm. It has a mind, it has a brain. There are things that it looks for when you are dropping videos. It looks for how consistent you are in terms of dropping videos. How up to date are your topics when it comes to dropping videos? Are you swearing in your videos? Do a lot of people comment on your videos? Do people like your videos? How can you get into YouTube's suggested area of videos? Did you guys know that on the YouTube outline of how the blueprint of YouTube works, when you go to YouTube itself, there are 7 different ways your video can actually show up on YouTube itself. Yeah, right? There you go. There's a gem right there. So understanding how YouTube works and how the algorithm supports your videos and your content is going to go a super long way when it comes to, you know, your videos and your content in the long run. There's so much that goes into it. You know what I mean? Is your content up to date? Are your hashtags and tags up to date? Like I said, are people commenting, liking your videos? How many people are watching your videos within the first 2 hours? Another tip. Did you know that in the first 2 hours when your videos drop, YouTube watches how your video actually, how well it does in terms of how many people watch it within the first 2 hours, how many people commented on the first 2 hours, how many people like or dislike your video within the first 2 hours. Within those first 2 hours, it starts to create the algorithm for your YouTube channel itself. So that's just the tip of the iceberg that I'm talking about. There's so much more to learn and you'll learn as you go. But like I said in tip number 1, just get started. But as you go, learn the YouTube algorithm, guys. All right, guys, let's talk about this. Tip number 5, and this is the most important one, to be honest with you, of all the tips that I've already given you guys. This is the most important one. You ready for it? Drum roll. Be yourself. Be yourself. Look, guys, you know, we have a lot of pressures on social media that is given to us through forces that we are might not be in control of, but we are in control of our mind. And being yourself is one of the most critical aspects of starting anything in life, but I'm just talking about specifically about YouTube. You know, be yourself, be authentic, be 100% you. Be transparent with the people who watch your videos. Be transparent with people on your social media platforms. Be transparent with yourself on these videos. You guys can look back on a lot of my videos. Like, I have messed up a lot on my YouTube channels. Like, the other day I dropped a video, I didn't even drop a title for it. My boy Jordan messaged me, he's like, yo CJ, like, there's no title. Or like, I've dropped something and there was no tags. Or I dropped the title and like I've spelt like 3 things wrong with the title. Like, there's so many things that like I've done it wrong that like I'm pretty sure like I might have gotten fired like from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, I've learned from those things, right? And like, I've grown not only as a YouTuber, but also as a person who speaks on certain topics in front of a camera and hopefully gets, you know, good response from people who watch it. So being yourself is knowing yourself, and knowing yourself takes time, and that time will only come when you actually start to say, okay, you know what, I want to learn about myself and figure out myself out. You know, this is kind of beyond sneakers now, but this is the foundation, you know, knowing yourself. Like, I don't come in here trying to act like something that I'm not, or act like I have more than I have. Like, I only have like 20 pairs of shoes or something like that. Like, I only have 20 pairs of shoes, something like that. Like, that's nothing to people who have like, you know, 100 pairs and they got like every Jordan in the back, and it's just like, damn, that's crazy. But you know, I'm authentically me, and I think that's why people watch my videos. In fact, that's why I know why people watch. I know that's why people watch the videos that I put out. You know, I don't just talk about a sneaker, but they also know they're just kind of having a conversation with your boy. Like, you know what I mean? If you meet me on the street, you're like, yo, CJ, I saw your video, like, that's dope. You know what I mean? So knowing yourself is going to set you apart and keep you authentic, and keep the people, you know, smashing that subscribe button, smashing that like button, commenting on your videos, because you're just genuinely having a conversation between you and other people that love the same thing that you do. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright guys, so that is my top 5 tips on how you can start your own sneaker YouTube channel. I really hope you guys appreciate it, because I did put a lot of thought and emphasis on certain things that I said. So I definitely want to hear back from you guys in terms of, you know, how did I do? Drop a comment if I left something out, but also drop a comment if I left you with a certain gem that you might have never really thought about, but now you're like, okay, that's a really good point. I definitely want to hear back from you guys, and also let me know if you guys really thought that we were gonna miss a day during these 28 days. Like y'all thought we really were gonna sleep like that? Trust me, we were not gonna miss a day. We were in contact 24/7, me and this guy. We were like, yo, what are you dropping today? What are you dropping today? What are you dropping today? And we're gonna continue, you know, throwing out videos there as much as we can. So we definitely appreciate the love and the support, man. Y'all keep it up. If you are new to this channel, you guys just came through and you're like, yo, what's this guy talking about? And you're new to this channel and you love sneaker reviews, you love sneakers, you love talking about everything about, you know, fashion, then make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, man. Drop a comment in the comment section below and put a thumbs up, because like I was talking about earlier, it does help us go a long way in the algorithm. Guys, we're like this close to getting monetized, so I mean, keep showing the love, keep showing the support. We definitely appreciate it. And like I always say, man, it's just been dope just kicking it with you guys, just talking about sneakers and like how you can start your own YouTube channel. Because like I said in the beginning, I was like, buddy, I literally told Jordan, I'm like, I'm not, like, why would I start my YouTube channel about sneakers, bro? Like, who really wants to do that? And boom, here I am. So if I can do it, you guys can do it too. So keep it up, man. Definitely appreciate all the love, man. Make sure you follow us in our descriptions in the bio. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy CJ signing out. We out.